Hi everybody, how are you doing in these strange times? Are you keeping busy? I know some of you will be because work still carries on, work may have gone online, and actually looking after your friends, your family, your local community, that's all quite hard work too. So you might be busy, but I think for a lot of us, there's still the sense that the pace of life is slowing down. We've got more time to think about how we use that time. And particularly at weekends and evenings, if you live alone or if you're used to a busy social life, those are the times when you're thinking, what do I do with myself? So keeping busy seems to be the thing to do. Every time I look at Facebook, there's somebody else clearing out their kitchen cupboards, cleaning, doing all sorts of stuff that's been on their list for ages and they've not got round to, or maybe digging the garden, getting the allotment sorted. So every time I look, there's people being busy. But actually, busy isn't the same as being well or happy, and neither is it always great for the people around you just because you're busy. It is the sort of frenzy that I see when people retire, and that's sort of something that I wanted to share with you. That when people retire, particularly when they haven't got a plan and they're forced into retirement or they do it without a plan, the tendency is to rush in and join every club going, do all the DIY jobs, just keep busy. It's almost like the fear of being lonely or drifting is something we should be really conscious of, worried about, am I wasting the time that I've got left? Am I just drifting into old age, or am I drifting into letting myself go? And I find that really interesting that we're worried about not being busy, because busy isn't always the same as being well. So how do you know the difference? Well, when you're spending your time in something that's really giving you a sense of purpose and a real sense of joy, you do know the difference. You lose track of time, you're totally absorbed in the moment, you feel purposeful, you feel like you've spent time well, you feel good about yourself, you feel valued. So we know the difference. How do you find it? How do you make sure you're using your time well? Well, it starts with getting to know yourself. The questions you really need to ask is, what am I good at? What sort of things actually make me feel good because I do them well? And then think about, what sort of person am I? What does actually make me tick? What do I get pleasure and purpose from? So really understanding yourself is the starting point, and that's where I often help people to just work that out. I've got an online personality tool, some exercises that just make you stop and think about who you are. So that's the first step. And then the second step, which is probably a little bit hard just right now, is to be brave enough to not go with the tide, to actually say, no thanks, I don't want to join that Facebook group. I don't want to do that online session because it's not right for me. So being brave enough and strong enough to say, this is me and this is what I need right now, to allow yourself to be you, that's probably the hardest step. So before you rush to tick off the next thing on your to-do list, just stop, think, slow down, calm down, and just find your own path. And I'm always here if you want to talk and you need some help with that. So take care, keep well, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks.